Yo, 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 yo. What's good, everybody? It's your boy JTL, opposite from the norm. Before I get started, make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, so, y'all see what it is. Shout out to that boy, Low Key TV. He was first on this from what I seen because after he announced this, then all of a sudden I started seeing other people talking about it. So shout out to my boy Low Key for being first on the draw, quick on the draw. So all right, so y'all see it, y'all whoever liked this guy, y'all boy says he allegedly has COVID-19. All right, so I'm gonna hit on two things. One of the things I'm gonna say is gonna piggyback off questions that Low Key was asking. All right, for one thing, I just wonder how are people gonna really take this now? Like, are they gonna look at it as I need to be more careful, or are they gonna look at it as, if he beats it, it's just gonna furthermore show. Well, hold on, let me say before that because then I'll be going into my dog Low Key point. So the first thing I was just wondering is people gonna start being thinking like, yo, we have to make sure we're careful of what we do moving here forward out. If the commander in chief of America KKK allegedly caught this thing, because we know he was going out there doing a lot of rallies. Him and Mike Pence was going around places not wearing masks. Especially Mike Pence. Mike Pence, he was in the hospital, but he had so much people around him, and he would not have a mask on, which is idiotic because, people that had health conditions, he was around them. They was wearing masks. Doctors was wearing masks. His people was wearing masks, and he wasn't wearing masks. And I seen him like that a couple times. I seen 45 like that a couple times. So it's like, you got to be more careful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be more careful. So you might have some people on the other side that's saying, fuck him, good. That's poetic justice. You know what I'm saying? Which I can understand that, because some of the shit that he's doing and been saying and just being so reckless, and then plus, you know what I'm saying, like just not really being on point, because just like he tried to say about Biden and Obama not taking care of SARS and all these other stuff, but you got to look at it like, okay, so the death toll, and I hadn't read it before, so he said 14,000. I think it was between 12 and 14,000 people that passed, right? But the only thing they had to do was, I think they had to close down a couple of schools or something like that. Well, they didn't have to close down no businesses. Then you got the swine flu. That came and went. Then you got SARS came and went. You got swine flu came and went. You got Ebola came and went. So you had and I didn't really care that much for Obama no more. You know what I'm saying? I was happy that we had our first black president. I was blessed to see that. The status symbol of it, because it was so many, and I used to drive a cab back then when he won, and so many black people, elderly black people, like all the way from the 50s to 80s, that I was able to talk to, and it made me feel good in my heart, because I always thought about back to what Tupac said, and we ain't ready. Just have a black president. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good thing, but you got to give them credit. They dealt, and I think it was something else. Like, I think they dealt with like 4 different things: SARS, swine flu, Ebola, and it was something else that I'm missing. But they dealt with like 4 to 5 different deadly possible diseases, and God bless them to deal with it accordingly. And then, for the information I'm getting, Trump's operative told him back in last October that this shit was coming, and he could have did something, but instead he got on the news, kept perpetuating the Democrats, and that's the problem. He kept playing the game. If he's not that person that really care about Republicans, the way he would shut that shit down and be like, fuck all that shit. What we gonna do for our people? What we gonna do for this country? As soon as Democrats and Republicans go to crying like bitches, fuck all that. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying he didn't, approve a couple of executive orders like the unemployment. Respectfully, I gotta give him his credit on that. He was like, yo, fuck all that, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I can give him credit on that. I'm not a hater. Like like George Bush said, I'm not a hater. I'm not a hater. But he did that. And he tried to do some other things. But it's just taking shit seriously, man. Especially at his age, you would think that. And it's so sad that, now you and your wife got it, and no telling how many other people got it, but how much would they care really, because, they only worry about you and your wife. Now, on to my boy Low Key Points and his different types of ideas, because he sparked some thoughts in my mind. One thing I was thinking, how many people are going to think about it as, is this some kind of trick that he's doing, considering the next debate, I think it was supposed to be on the 5th, if I'm not mistaken, next week. And yeah, next week, I believe October 5th, if I'm not mistaken. But all of a sudden, he's going to miss that. And I think, I don't know how soon the other one was supposed to be, but I believe the other one was supposed to be on the 5th, coming up next week. Now he can't do it. He said he knew it was deadly and then played around with it and still going to all these rallies and try to shame Joe Biden for being safe. This is what we got to realize. When certain people do be careful and take things seriously. But at the same time, could that be a trick so he can miss the debate? Could it be a trick where he acts like, we beat it, it's not that bad, my nose turned red, purple, and blue, but I normally turn like that under pressure? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That could be a plug where he make it seem like it's not that bad. Like I said, it's not that bad. Take Quiliquin, or whatever you call that. High Quiliquin, whatever. Y'all help me in the comments, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he said he's been taking it, so he hasn't been worried about catching the virus. So those are the couple of things that went through my mind. Is it a ploy to miss on the debate? Is it a ploy to act like you beat it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really true? I mean, one of his peoples on the campaign allegedly had it. That's where he got it from, after they tested him. So, and his wife got it. So ain't no telling how many people caught it. And it's like, y'all ain't all these close quarters doing all this traveling. So, but what are you doing outside of that? And that's why I keep telling people to be careful outside of it. Like, this is my thing. When people say, oh, they put that on somebody that passed away, got arrested, so, but this is what you got to think. You have to be careful best as you can, so you don't have to go get checked for that. And thank God, thankfully, I had to go get checked because I wasn't feeling well, and thankfully they said I didn't have it, and I'm thankful for that. But they said 20% of the people that they test every day end up having it. 20%. And I be seeing them lines long. So let's say they do about 200 tests a day. 20%, that's at least 50 people a day. That's why you keep seeing the numbers rise. And sometimes I think they do group those numbers in and say like 40,000 after they just hit 38,000 last week. But they might be adding it to that. Like, it might actually just been 8,000 people that caught it recently. Instead of just saying that, they added to that number. I think they do that because I be like, how last week it was 30,000, now it's 40,000. So instead of saying last week it was 15,000, this week it was 18,000, and then said collectively for the month or week, this is what it was. But like I said, I don't know. We're gonna see how this one plays out, because you can't trust 45, boy. He be pulling stunts like motherfucking big timers. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So it's a good thing a lot of people just stayed away from you. See, they said Biden was probably lying. He's shaking that motherfucker head. So it's probably a good thing he didn't. But see, this is the thing though. Once you've been around somebody who's been exposed to it, whether you've touched them or not, if you've been around them, you have to get tested and then you have to quarantine regardless. So now he's probably getting tested, but he's gonna have to quarantine for a couple of weeks and get tested again. So because of that, guess what? That means Biden most likely is gonna have to quarantine too. And anybody around him. If you've been in the facility and they've been in the vicinity and they was there for over an hour and a half, couple hours. So Chris Wallace and everybody are gonna have to get tested and quarantine for a couple of weeks. So he fucked up the whole debate. So I want to see how a lot of conservatives are going to respond to that. The fact that he fucked up the debate. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can just do it off screen or something. But we got to see how that's going to turn out. Like, never mind, because them bitches is loyal follower and he is not Jesus. That'd be some antichrist shit to say that. But I digress. This your boy JTL Opposite from the North. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And once again, shout out to my boy Low Key. He covered this first from what I seen when everybody else was late. I'm late. So y'all fuck with me. I get with y'all. Chill.